Morning. Today's going to be just a 0 day in Idyllwild. And the first thing on the agenda is going to get breakfast. So just a short walk down the road is the Red Kettle, and that looked like a good place to go get a good meal. So I'm going to head out of here in a minute and just get a couple of shots walking around the town a little bit. So let's go find some breakfast. There's part of the Silver Pines Lodge area that I'm staying at. There's the Italian restaurant I had dinner last night. And there's nobody out this morning. The Red Kettle is just like another minute down the road here. And they open in like 2 minutes. There's our breakfast stop, Red Kettle. Well, today's off to a rocky start. It's 2 hours later and I still have not eaten. So every place in town is closed today for some reason. The only place that's open is the Red Kettle, except for there's a broken water pipe right on their property and there's construction guys working on it. So they had a sign out front that was like, we're delayed an hour. So like, okay, no big deal. So I go back, and then they're still working on it, so they're like, okay, we're delayed another hour. So it's like, all right, forget it. The only place that is open is a coffee shop in town, so I've got a muffin, and I've got a coffee, and this is all I've got. So hopefully at some point in another hour or whatever, the breakfast place will finally open. By then it'll be like 10 o'clock. I just want some bacon and eggs. Hopefully I can get some breakfast at some point. It's just kind of frustrating. I found the mayor of Idyllwild.
Max, look.
Hey, Max. Been in office for 9 years now.
Yes. And his uncle was the mayor before that. He died in office of old age.
Wow.
And Max took over as 11-week-old puppy. Max, come here, honey. And in the third voted election up here, they made him mayor for life.
Awesome.
Max, come here, honey.
Oh, that was awesome. I ran into the mayor. Yep, that's a real thing. The town mayor is a dog. And I'd heard of that guy for a while, so I'd been hoping I'd run into him. But I was just running back down to the Red Kettle to see if they'd opened yet. And they were open, but there's a huge line of like 100 people trying to get in there for food because it's the only place in town. So I still haven't eaten yet. I did go to a little market that was right near there as well, and I got about half of what I was looking for as far as a resupply for my next stretch. So I think I'm going to wander down to another place where there's another supermarket that's a little bit bigger and just look for a few more things, and then I'll kind of show you my overall haul and what my game plan is and how many days I think it's going to take to get over the next stretch through the San Jacinto area. And then at some point I'll try to find some lunch. Maybe I'll end up back at the Red Kettle eventually. So I'll fill you in later. And I'm back to my room. Finally got some breakfast over at the Red Kettle. That place was awesome. They were just really busy because everybody was trying to get over there as soon as the place opened up. But that was worth it. I think this is going to be about my total food for the next go around. I need 3.5 days. So I've got breakfasts, there's the banana bread things, and then a bunch of snacks. Dinners are going to be like some pepperoni wraps, and then this is kind of a half day's worth of stuff for the final day. And then I'll show you my kind of planned stopover points here in a second. Alright, here's what we got for the big push over the San Jacinto range. So we're getting back on trail off of Highway 74 parking lot trailhead area. I kind of want the first day back on trail tomorrow to be the biggest day because I think the weather is going to be the nicest on this day. So if I can pull off like a 16.5 mile day, get up towards the top of the mountains-ish somewhere to a tent site. And then looking at snow and weather reports, this is just where some mile markers and distances of where some snow sightings have been at. But it doesn't seem too bad. The second day, early, like starting at midnight, is going to be when it starts snowing and some storm stuff. So it might be high winds and a dusting of snow. So I have no idea how far I'm actually going to get day to day. So tentatively, there's like some 14-mile days maybe to get across the worst of the stuff. I've heard there's some blowdowns up there, and just with going through the snow might be a little slower. But eventually, if I can get like a 12-mile big downhill into the I-10 crossing, and then I can get into Palm Springs from there. So that's what kind of it looks like with 3.5 days. Worst case scenario, if the storms and weather and stuff is too bad, there are ways to get off side trails and come back into Idyllwild as the mountain range kind of wraps around the town here. I'll play it safe one way or the other. Alright, here's the latest update. Due to the bad weather, just with chatting with other guys and kind of looking at forecasts and stuff, I think it's the smarter option just to stay an extra day here in Idyllwild. And they have, I can't get the same room, but they've got another room for like the same price. So I went ahead and got just another room here at the Silver Pines Lodge. So that'll be good. The weather's expected to kind of blow through. It would be tomorrow night / the next morning. So after all the storms and whatever snow and stuff falls up in the mountains, then that early morning before noon time frame, I think, somewhere in that day, I'd be heading back to the trail. And hopefully the winds and the weather and everything's calmer, whatever snow is falling would start melting that day, and then I can start, you know, kicking it off into this next section. So I think that'll work out. That's just the smarter choice. So, doing a 00 here. We'll see what the weather in town looks like. I think it's even supposed to snow down at this elevation in Idyllwild is the current local forecast. So that's the latest I got. Just kind of chilling. I'll catch you guys up later when I get up to some more trouble here. Alright, I'm chilling in a cabin room in the Silver Pines, having a nice pizza party, chilling with some cool hikers. I'll pan around, you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Uni.
I'm Michael.
I'm Jonah.
Future problems.
Yeah.
I'm Marvel. Dr. Doolittle.
Sweet. Good group. This is a lot of fun. And that's gonna do it for today's Zero. Had a really good time. Good group of hikers out here. Hikers are some of the best people. It's just a really cool evening, chatting with everybody, learning. Everybody's got their own individual stories and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be kicking it off again tomorrow for the next 0 day in Idyllwild. This is definitely a kind of a neat little mountain town. And just kind of curious to see how much weather and stuff we get. It'll be tomorrow night to kind of help justify worth taking a 0 day, but I'm not in any rush to get anywhere, so it'll be fine. Taking an extra 0 here or there is not going to be a big deal. So I'm just going to sign off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Good morning. Today's going to be the last day in Idyllwild, taking another 0 due to incoming storms. In a little bit here, we're going to go out and get some breakfast. I don't know why all the places were like closed yesterday, but everything's open today. And we're going to go try a different place, Mama's Egg House. So we'll head out and head there in a few minutes. There's the breakfast stop. These guys should be opening in just a minute. I'm going for a waffle, eggs, and bacon breakfast. I got my coffee to start. Back from breakfast, that was really good. I'm just gonna chill in my room for a bit. I gotta pack up my stuff a little bit later and then check out of the room before 11 so I can swap rooms to my new one at some point whenever that one's ready. And I've got all day just to chill. I've taken care of all my chores that I need to do. I've got my resupply stuff done. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the weather. Last check of the weather is supposed to be coming in tonight around 9 p.m. Just in this local area, it's going to be rain until sometime after midnight, and it's going to turn into snow early morning time frame. It's only supposed to be maybe an inch or something like that at the higher elevations, so I don't even know how much we're going to get in town here. It might just be a light dusting, hopefully, not much more than that. I don't know what time I'm going to head out to the trailhead tomorrow, but later would be better. So I may not go back on trail till like noon or something, and may only hike like 10 miles or less the first day out. I don't know. I'm also kind of debating whether I need to get like another day's worth of food or not, but I don't know. I'm just totally playing this next stretch by ear. Just going slow and careful. There's not supposed to be much snow up in the mountains, but we'll see. We'll still plan on going through it. Once the storm passes and everything, it's definitely going to be windy tonight up there, but the weather and everything should die down once I do get on trail. Anyway, I'll check back later if anything exciting happens, but I'm just going to be kind of chilling and watching TV and stuff and just lounging around all day, I guess. I've checked out of my main room, and the new room I'm going to swap into is not ready yet, which is no worries. It's still like super early. So I'm just going to hang out here at the lodge. This is kind of their main free use day room area. There's kind of out the back deck with some of the other private cabins and whatnot you can rent. I'm just going to hang here. They got a really nice area. A couple of old pianos. Cool fireplace. So restrooms there. And there's a hiker box here too that I have not rifled through yet. I don't think I need anything really, but I'll kind of take a peek around. Need some loaner clothes. They're doing laundry. Cool, I'll be here for the next hour or two or whatever. So what does Goob do when he's not hiking and taking a zero? I'm watching other hikers on YouTube doing their through hikes. Catching up with flags on the AT. Keep up the good work, you're doing a great job. Here's my new room, just got checked in. Got one queen bed. Nice view out the back. Bathroom in there. A nice koi pond with some good sized fish in there. Just kind of wandering around the little central square. It's a really neat wood carving sculpture thing here. Might go find some food here in a little bit. Out at the Idyllwild brew pub. Don't know if I'm gonna get a full meal here, maybe just a snack or something. Oh, that was a fun time. There's like 50 hikers at the pub there. A lot of people slowly trickling in throughout the day. Some people have done kind of the initial section of the San Jacinto Range, and kind of like I mentioned previously, I think there's a lot of side trails to come into town. So a lot of people have done like the first 20 miles or so and then have come into town. But the town's full of hikers right now because everybody's in to avoid the weather that's coming in tonight. So it's probably going to be a huge rush of people as soon as like when I get back on trail. There's probably like 50 people all going to be getting back on trail. But I've contacted a trail angel named Grumpy. He's the guy that brought me here from the Paradise Valley Cafe, and he's going to be taking me in the morning, 9:15, back out to the trailhead. So we got all that coordinated. I'm just gonna head back to the room, I think, and just chill for a little bit. And I think that's gonna do it for today's 0 day. I'm just gonna snack on some stuff for tonight and watch a movie or something. Go to bed early as usual. We'll see what the weather looks like in the morning. I'm hoping not much more than a dusting. It should be less than an inch here in town. But it could still be snowing by the time I go out and get breakfast. I think I'm going to head back to the Red Kettle place for one final breakfast here, and then we're catching our shuttle after that. So, back on trail. This will be an exciting section. Some of the guys that have already been up in the mountains a little bit say it's pretty cool, but I don't think the snow will affect it too much, and hopefully it won't be windy anymore since the storm and stuff will be kind of done by the time I get out there. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.